So we went through everything and laid it out, right? So I'm going to leave the cabinets right where you see them on the video. All right. So first off, here's the island. I put the island in place where it's going. This wine thing goes with the island. I don't know if the guys can raise it up to match, or if we leave it down, but maybe we can raise it up. But I've seen them just nail it in place, and then they put the countertop over top, because the countertop's going to hang over to about here, you know, it's going to come out this far. So yeah. And then on the back side of this, where it's open, we have that big sheet of white stuff out in the garage. That has to be cut to go on the back side of the island cabinets to hide this way it looks white like the rest of them. All right. The fridge, as you know, is going in that spot right there, right? Now, over here in the dining room, I put the wood that encapsulates the fridge. These two long pieces, that one and that one, those are they're supposed to stand straight up and down. And then this cabinet here, that's right next to it, that goes on top. It's supposed to go over where the fridge goes. So basically, these things will mount. That thing will be on top, and then those things go alongside of it. And then the fridge slides underneath. So put them up as, you know, put that up as high as it can go, obviously. This way the fridge can fit underneath it. Put it at the max height you can put it. I know they have to put crown molding still, but these three things go together for the fridge in the spot where the fridge goes. All right, I showed you the island. Oh, I brought in these boxes here. I brought them in from outside, some crown molding and some things for the base cabinets on the floor. And the cabinets had to get changed a little bit too, right? So now this cabinet, you see the little cabinet that the microwave attaches to, right? The cabinet that's right next to it, to the right of it, that has to come off. That cabinet comes off and goes right here next to the window. Don't touch that one. Just put the one that I showed you next to the window. So the one that's right near where the microwave cabinet is, that cabinet, the one you're looking at right now, is going to transfer to over here, right next to the window. That's 18 inches, it'll fit. Now, all right, so that cabinet is gone. Now this cabinet that's on the floor, right, it has a little note on top of it. Put it against corner upright cabinet, blah, 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 number 2, right? So you'll see that one when you come in. That cabinet has to now go to replace where you just took this one out, all right? So this one that's on the floor, in front of where the stove's going to go, right? This one is going to now go over here. This cabinet is going to move over about 9 inches, which will make it perfectly aligned with the stove, right? It'll actually be centered with the box that you put in now when you move it over the 9 inches. And then there's going to be a gap next to it. I have to buy another 12-inch cabinet, so don't worry about that. I'm going to have to go to Express Kitchens and get an extra 12-inch cabinet. All right? So this one that you see that's in front right there, that one is going to go to replace the one that you just took from next to where the microwave goes, those two little cabinets. The one right next to it is going to move and go next to the window. Now you're going to have a gap there, so you're going to take the cabinet that the microwave goes to, mounts onto, you're going to move that cabinet over so you can fit this cabinet there, right? So this cabinet is going to go in place of the one that you just moved and put next to the window, all right? So instead of having a single cabinet there like there is now, you're going to have this double cabinet. And that one that's above the stove is going to slide over. And like I said, there's going to be a gap, probably about a 12-inch gap. But that's all right, because I'm going to get another cabinet to go there. Either that, or maybe you can mount, I don't know. No, I think that's going to be too big. Hold on a second, Warren. Yeah, it's going to be too big. Never mind. Yeah, all right, so I have to get another 12-inch cabinet for there. And then, okay, now the sink, I moved it over because they initially, this was a, let me step back a little bit. Hold on. The sink cabinet was over a little more, right? Because you were putting the dishwasher on this side. But that's a problem because of the pipe that's in the back. So I slid it over this way. We're going to have to put a filler in there. After they cut the hole in the back for the pipe to go in for the water, they're going to have to slide it over and put a filler in over here. The fillers are they're over there in those boxes, but or wherever they have the other ones. So that will move over. The dishwasher now is going to go on this side where you see I have the gap. That cabinet where the garbage can is will stay there. And then we'll just run the tube from the water over to the dishwasher over here. So that one basically moved over, I don't know. It just flip-flopped, basically. The dishwasher was going to be on that side. We moved it to over here now. And then we'll put a filler in between there. Because don't forget, we have the AC thing. So once that slides back, there's still going to be a gap. But I'm going to have to get a grate to put on there like now. Because I don't want to have to take it off. So maybe I'll just go run to Home Depot now and just get the grate for the AC and heat. But so yeah, so do that. That's basically the only changes that have to be made. Other than that, it's okay. And then I'll get the hardware for them to put on. Don't forget they got to put the crown molding on, right? But they did a good job of painting, dude. Don't look bad, you know. And I know you want me to get, have Carlos back to paint, but I just don't think it's going to work, Warren. I'm sorry, buddy, but I just too much. He never wants to take responsibility for his actions, and I would have felt better if he said, Mike, I fucked up, it was wrong, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, that's irrelevant. So basically, the way you see it set up is the way it will be, minus the changes that I showed you with the cabinet that's right next to where the one that the microwave goes to, the one to the right of where the microwave goes. That one is now going to go next to the window, and the one that is down on the floor with the brown note on top of it, that one is going to go in place of the one that you just moved to the window. The microwave thing will move over about 9 inches or whatever it is. And then there'll be a 12-inch gap here, which I have to go to Express Kitchens and grab another 12-inch cabinet. I showed you about the refrigerator. There's the island. I don't know. I don't know if maybe oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so leave the island like that. They'll cut the countertop to go over it. I just want to see, like I said, I want to see if this wine thing, I don't know if we should bring it up to meet the cabinet or just mount it, screw it into the cabinet there and leave it that height. I don't know. I gotta look at the look online and see what I find. But either way, this is where the island is gonna go, because the fridge is gonna be there. It's gonna stick out. You see, I put the marks on the floor. You see the black marks? That's where the fridges would be. It's either gonna be 32 or 36 inches from the wall. So I wanted to have at least close to 3 feet from, you know, where the fridge opens to the island. But these are correct. They just, I think they get mounted together though. I don't know if there's a filler that goes in between. You got to look at the thing, but you're correct on where the oven and the other pantry ones go. Those are correct. You're going to see there's another cabinet here, the one that has the measuring tapes on top of it. That seems to be like an extra cabinet. Not extra, but
no, we had to change it.
I have to change it out for a different one. So I'm going to change that out for the 12-inch one. This way we have the correct one. Yeah. And don't forget, like I said, the crown molding. Make sure these guys put it on all the way around. Other than that, I think that's it, brother. And then once we get to the barn thing, we'll get to the barn. All right? Thank you.